Will Call of Duty Black Ops 6 be good for casuals? There's a lot of opinions going around about Black Ops 6 from professional players or Twitch streamers, but you may be wondering, is it going to be a good game for the average casual player? For the kid getting out of school or the dad with 42 kids and 3 jobs? Is this going to be worth your time and worth your money? Let's discuss if Call of Duty Black Ops 6 is going to be a good game for you to check out, and my one big worry that may hold it back. I'm Haunted House, let's begin. Call of Duty has traditionally had a very high skill ceiling at the upper echelon, but a very low barrier of entry. This means that almost anybody that picks it up, including a 12-year-old on their Xbox, can pick up the sticks and enjoy the game. Even somebody who's old, like I am, can play the game and still have a good time because it's a fun, arcadey shooter that is built around the concept of hopping in, playing a few rounds, and then hopping off when you have to go. In that regard, Call of Duty Black Ops 6 is going to continue the tradition of having fun gameplay that you can hop on and play for a little while and switch up if you want to. Offering single-player, multiplayer, zombies, and Warzone is going to keep things varied if you do invest in playing the game. Yes, there will be some sweaty players, especially with the new Omni Movement that we'll talk about here in a moment, but I do feel that the average player will find something they can enjoy with this release, based on my experience playing the beta. Now, I've been playing Call of Duty since COD 2. I'm talking the original COD 2. I played all the way up through about Black Ops 2 and then kind of dabbled in the games intermittently after that, never committing to playing the new release every year like I did up until that point. That being said, what I've been seeing with Call of Duty Black Ops 6 intrigues me. It seems flashy, it seems new, it seems exciting, and it seems like it's bringing a lot to the table. So that's it, right? I feel like it's worth your time. If you're interested in playing it, go ahead and get it. Well, there is one thing on the horizon that I think may cause issues for the game in the long term. Call of Duty is a game franchise that has always been built around the idea of FOMO, the fear of missing out. If you're not there at the midnight release, you're not going to get the game right away. If you're not getting the game right away, you're not going to be able to hop on multiplayer right away. And if you're not hopping on multiplayer right away, you're going to miss out on map knowledge, unlocking attachments. You're going to be behind in your prestige race. If you wait to hop in the game, you're going to be behind not only in terms of unlocks and knowledge, but with Black Ops 6, you will be behind mechanically as well, even if you're somebody who's played the previous titles. Omni Movement is the big new selling point of this game. It allows you to run in any direction and do these action movie leaps. It is a very high skill ceiling technique that leaves a lot of room for improvement. What I'm worried about is new players will not be able to pick up on this as quickly as those who are more sweaty, those who spend more time online watching pro players and invest a lot of time into this movement. It's going to cause a very large rift between the casual player and those who have some more time to invest into learning about the franchise and testing different techniques. The biggest concern I have with Omni Movement, however, is the barrier of entry for those who get the game later on. Even the Christmas Kevins who unwrap this game under the tree are going to be hit with a wall of people rushing at them, doing flips, jacked up on Adderall, and they may not even be able to comprehend what the hell is happening. Not only do they have to learn the maps and unlock attachments on the weapons that don't have downsides, only give the other players benefits over you, but they also have to learn how to deal with this Omni Movement and how to utilize it themselves. While on one hand it is exciting to have something to learn and grow and challenge yourself with, I am afraid it is going to turn a lot of people off to the game. People may hear it as a sweat fest or jump in and try to play and get outplayed completely and just decide, I'm gonna wait until next year, see if the game changes up. There's always that COD cycle we talk about, where there's the hype, then the frustration. They make changes to the game, but a lot of people decide they don't want to play the game anymore. Some come back, most don't. And at that point, we invest into the next Call of Duty. That will be the one that changes everything. That will be the one that we were actually looking for. If this game does not come out hitting the ground running and sell record-breaking numbers, we could see a ton of people bleeding from the player base. Keep in mind too, this isn't just a multiplayer issue. This affects Warzone, i.e. the bread and butter of the Call of Duty franchise, what it is built around its backbone. People are already a little fatigued with Warzone, and now we're introducing this new mechanic that they may or may not like in a year where Warzone is relying on Verdansk nostalgia as its main selling point. It could be a rough year for Call of Duty fans if Treyarch does not deliver. All of that to say, I am still really excited for this game. I'm excited to check out the single player, the multiplayer, the zombies mode, even though I've heard that's been controversial with the community as well. And I do want to check out Warzone, as somebody who has played other battle royales but hasn't actually given it a chance. But I am approaching this game cautiously, and I'm sure I'm not the only one. I think there's a lot of fun to be had if you just invest into that good arcadey fun and understand you're not going to be winning every single game. But I definitely can see Omni Movement providing some short-term frustration, or in the worst case scenario, repelling people away from this title. So let's hope that the devs can deliver and that the community can adapt. What about you? Are you going to give this game a shot? Are you excited for Black Ops 6? Let me know in the comments below your thoughts and let's start a discussion. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I hope you have a good rest of your day, and we'll see you next time, friends.